Change.
Hi, good morning. Morning. Good morning, ma'am. You guys will not hear the mic. The mic is connected to the TV for those who are streaming online. Okay, please let's just move forward a little so we can start. I think time is already far gone. Okay, so my name is another formal introduction. I'm pretty sure most of you were in the Zoom class, the virtual class. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so another introduction, like I said, I know that most of us were in the Zoom class, and I already said my name there, but I'll still say it again. My name is Iberidem Udobon, but you just call me IB because that's the initial, and just to avoid twisting your tongue while trying to pronounce the name. And on Monday, we took the introduction to digital marketing, and we started with a whole lot of things. I don't know. I'm guessing you guys enjoyed the session. So we talked about what digital marketing is. I think we talked about the so I will just need a little reminder from you guys. So I'm sure that we really assimilated the whole information that actually went down on Monday. Someone just tell me briefly, just maybe a few benefits of digital marketing. Anybody wants to attempt? Just in just few words, it doesn't have to be what I wrote. Can be what you already researched maybe, or what you already know about digital marketing and what you feel are the benefits of digital marketing over traditional methods of marketing, because we know that there are traditional methods and there's the digital method, like I said on Monday, and I'm sure some of us already know. Traditional methods, radio ads, TV, billboards, newspaper, those are traditional methods of marketing, and it's not as though they are not effective. They are effective. I mean, as at the time when they were being used a lot, they were more effective than now. But with the advent of digital marketing, they are a bit extinct. They are beginning to be relegated to the background. And I think one of the main disadvantages of those are that sometimes you cannot really track your marketing efforts with those traditional methods of advertising or marketing, because imagine putting in a TV ad. You have to do as much as sometimes it's some. I know that in Lagos here, a lot of big companies that use TV and radio ads, they send in a lot of jingles. They can send like 20 jingles, 15 jingles, and you have to pay for all of those slots, and they're very expensive. You don't just send in jingles and you just some maybe companies in Port Harcourt can do, because they don't have money like these ones in Lagos. They can do like maybe 2-3 jingles, but yeah, they send like 10, 15 jingles. So on radio, you're playing different jingles at different intervals in time so that you can hear it, and you can't really track it, say, oh, this is the one that really brought in people, except you have a very, very and it's quite difficult anyways. And newspaper also, well, I think studying some copywriters, I found out that most of their copies were always in newspapers, and the way they used to track it was they usually used a code or something to try to track it. But even at that, it's still a bit difficult to really track. But with the advent of digital marketing, you can really track your efforts. You can know what is really in what from. There are a lot of analytic tools that you can use to analyze your marketing efforts and all of that. I've ended up explaining the benefits. It's me that asks people to explain. Okay. So how many of us here did the assignment? You did. Okay. Okay. So that assignment was just pretty simple. You did not submit. What's the essence of doing and not submit? It's okay. So the assignment was just pretty simple. I know some persons just did. Some persons went deep down to really dive in and do it. Some just did over the head. I've not really looked at most of them. I just had a glance at a few because I've been pretty occupied with some stuff that I'm trying to finish up for someone. And but yeah, some persons. Let me just check this one. So I think this person really did a very, very concise work. It's long. It's over 22 pages. Wow. It's over 22 pages. And Igalo Clements. So he listed the platforms: Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, Instagram, WeChat, TikTok, Sina Weibo, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Buffer, etc. There are a lot of them. He listed the amount of users. And the assignment was just to let us understand social media as a whole. It was not like I just wanted you guys to understand social media and understand the power at which it can be used to actually run a business. It's big, and it's very big. And one thing I will also say is, as much as we know that there are so many networks, and you will try to want to, as a business owner, try to want to capitalize on all of them, I think it is mostly wise to channel your efforts to maybe two or three, the ones that you know that you can actually handle at the moment you are. While you grow as a business, you can then begin to branch into other channels to capitalize on them, because the big brands, they have money, so they employ a lot of people and they can channel their efforts to everywhere. I think one brand that I actually love their marketing a lot is Coca-Cola, and I think that's what makes them really stand out. There are other brands, but none has been able to get Coca-Cola out of the market. And that proves to you that no matter how big your brand is, and no matter how much you feel that you've had the market, you still need to try as much as possible to continue to market. Those kind of brands now, they don't really do much of conversion content or all of those. They just do more of awareness content and try to carry their audience along, do some giveaway sometimes to give people offers, just try to keep their brand up and doing, and try to keep them in the faces of individuals or faces of their audience. They market almost everywhere. Coca-Cola, almost everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, just name it. They are everywhere, because of course they have the money, and they also need to keep making more money. Of course, money wants you to make more money when you have. And yeah, so I don't know how many of us attempted the buyer persona, to draft the buyer persona for your business or something. Like, you want to know who are the persons that are supposed to patronize your business, so that you can know how to tailor your marketing. Oh, yeah, hearing me online. Okay, so you can know how to tailor your marketing, because like I said, and I'm going to say it again, it is very, very important to know your buyers, to know those who are going to be patronizing your brand. Do you understand? Because if you don't know, you will end up wasting your efforts. You will just be advertising to everybody, and in the end, you're advertising to nobody. That's just what it is. You just throw your efforts. It's just like someone who is throwing seeds down on the ground, and they are throwing it for birds to come and pick it up. You're just wasting your effort, because you are giving it to everybody, and then at the end, you're giving it to nobody.
You don't know who is taking it. You don't know the people that are consuming your content. So if you don't know the people that are consuming your content, you don't know their interests. You don't know what they like. How do you tailor down your marketing? How do you know, okay, these are the kind of contents that my target market likes. So these are the kind of contents that I should put that will make them want to actually patronize my brand. It's more like saying I want to target nursing mothers. I want to target nursing mothers because I'm selling maybe baby products, food or children products or stuff like that. And I'm supposed to target nursing mothers, that's people who just give birth to new kids or new babies and parents. And then you're now putting in stuff that are not even related to babies, or maybe you're putting in stuff that are for like 5-year-old children as against the newborn babies that you are supposed to be targeting, so that you're supposed to be targeting their parents to be able to buy because it's the parents that have the purchasing power. You're just wasting your efforts, because in the end, you will not be getting what you want. You're selling something for this and you're putting something for 5-year-olds. In the end, people that will be calling you or making conversions are people who have 5-year-olds, and that's not who your products are for. So you just end up wasting your effort. So it is very imperative that you try to know your buyers, know who they are, what they like, their age range, their geography, where are they, where are they, like what location do they stay? Are they in Port Harcourt? Are they in Lagos? Are they in just within a vicinity, say maybe Ojota or K2 mainland, wherever? You just try to tailor down your efforts. Morning, sir. So is pretty much that simple. Let me go back to this slide. Sorry. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, sure. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you are talking about having a target market. You are targeting 3 different kinds of people. So if you want to make a buyer persona, how do you want to do it? You have to make a buyer persona for those 3 different sets of people that you're targeting. Since you're selling products that are targeting different sets, you have to do a buyer persona to target different sets, because those different sets of persons you're targeting have their own interests. So whatever buyer persona you're creating has to be the interest of the persons you're targeting. And whatever content you're putting out, you have to also be very, very careful so you do not overwhelm your audience. Because since you're putting out different content for different categories, it might be confusing to some set of people, you know. So most times I mostly advise brands, most times, or I advise people that start with one thing first, push out one thing, be known for that particular product or service first. Then when you have established some form of authority, you can then branch in and begin to bring in your other product. That's where upselling comes in. Upselling, that's where it comes in. You know, I have this product. I sell you, say maybe, what do I use now? Okay, let's even use let's use just a local business, for example. Okay, far back as 2014, 2015, I did sales for, I was working in a shop that sells electronics. Let me just use this as a very simple example. I was working in a shop that sells electronics, and really electronics, let's say musical instruments, drums, keyboards, and all of those stuff. And when a customer, you see, even the people in the local sellers, they even do it a lot more than even those who do digital marketing sometimes. If you come into our shop to buy a keyboard, we'll tell you the price of keyboard. We'll do the whole negotiation and all of those stuff. After the negotiation, you have paid, you know that you have settled your mind for the keyboard and you need to get a keyboard. You've already agreed that, okay, I'm buying this keyboard. You know the price. We will then bring in the keyboard adapter, because without
We'll then say you have to buy this keyboard adapter. We'll bring an original one and tell you this is the original, this is this other one. This original is 2,500. This other one is 1,500. Of course, you're buying a new keyboard. You will not want to buy the fake one. May your keyboard no go spoil, we just buy new. So you definitely want to buy that of 2.5. I've sold another thing to you in the presence of in me trying to sell my keyboard. So I've sold two things. Sometimes we can then give you, there's what they call soft pedal. I think that you find out that maybe one is doing well and the other is not doing well. So you have to just channel your efforts to that one that is doing well. But it's always advisable that at least your products should be related to each other so that they can all serve the same purpose and you can be able to upsell it easily. But if they are not related, then it means you have to do a buyer persona for different audience. And then you have to throw in your products with some level of wisdom, or let's say you have to just be careful at the way you throw it down to your audience. You know, if you're bringing this one, you can say, okay, we also have this other service, or we also have this one, you know, or you just decide to go with one first. And while you're going with that one, you use that one to upsell the rest so that it is easier. So maybe you have an adult product and you know that maybe this person, that's why you have to do a buyer persona. Exactly. Very important. You have an adult product you are selling, and the person that bought is an adult, and you know this person is married with kids, and you also have kids product, and then you sell him the adult product. That's where you can now come in and say, we also have this that can be very good for your kids. They can decide to buy for their kids because they trust you. And then you move on, and business continues as usual. So that's it, and it's very interesting, and it's a very nice way to do things, but you have to be careful so you do not overwhelm your audience. Yeah, we've talked about what is digital marketing. We talked about the benefits. Yeah, we talked about the considerations of marketing online. You need to know who you are, having a clear understanding of your mission and vision. Your mission, vision, and value of your brand is very, very important. You need to know why exactly, who you are exactly, why you're doing the business, why are you online? Your customers or your clients. What do you offer? Your products or service? And you always need to have a unique selling point. I said this. You need to have a unique selling point, something that makes you stand out from the competition, something that makes you stand out from the rest of the people. Coca-Cola stands out today because of their Coca-Cola formula. If it is not Coca-Cola, it cannot taste like Coca-Cola. You drink Pepsi from now to tomorrow, it can substitute Coca-Cola, but it is not Coca-Cola because it is just the taste is. I heard that, I don't know if it's true, but the rumors had it that formula is known only by, is it the Coca-Cola family or something like that, and it is just one person. It is one person at a time in the family. So when they want to do bulk production, the person has to, I don't know how they distribute it. I don't know, but I just heard that is a rumor, though. I don't know if it's true. The person has to just, and go. That's just what he does. And then they produce a mass, and then they have that unique taste. So you have to have a unique selling point for your brand. If other people are offering this as theirs, and then you come out to say, okay, this is my own formula. Why are the unconventional banks working today? The Kuda, OP, because their own selling point is different. If you want to go to Access Bank now, you have to go to physical office. But you see, so by the time they came, this other person, the competition is much. We have to try as much as possible to also make this thing so that we can meet up. You can do free transfer with them. Can you do free transfer with bank? You cannot. That's the unique selling point. I can do 25 free transfer every month with my Kuda bank, but I cannot do it. If I do 1,000 naira debit now, Access Bank will cut how much. That's the thing. But it still doesn't take away the fact that those guys are still functioning very well because they already have the market. They have the market, they have the customer base, and they're also very unique in their own pattern as well. Every bank is also unique in their own way. But it's just about a business and knowing your own unique selling point so that you can stand out from your competition. Otherwise, it is very important because if you do not have, you will end up doing what this other person is doing, and you are just coming into the market, so to say, and this person already has much of the market, has a very huge advantage in the market. It's going to be difficult for you to take away the market from them if your selling point is not unique enough. If it is not unique enough to make people want to turn their eyes to you. If I go online and I see a brand doing the same thing that I have, except maybe I developed some form of maybe I had an ill fate with the brand I was using before, or maybe they didn't treat me well. That's when I'm going to turn over to a new brand that does the same thing. But if they are doing the same thing, offering the same service, no unique selling points, I don't need to turn to you because there's nothing you're going to offer me that I've not already been getting from this person. So that's why it is very imperative and very important that you have a unique selling point, a USP. Then you also need to know where you are in the market. Understand your position and that of your competitors in the markets so that you will know how you can channel down your efforts. If your business is doing a business that has a very high competition, then it means that you have to put in more efforts. And since you're just coming into the market, you have to do above and beyond what the others have been doing. If it's a less competitive market, you know that, okay, I can just try and just do this and do this and do that. Digital marketing is cheap, but it's also expensive, especially when you have a lot of competitors. Because if you have a lot of competitors, you have to trust people to do beyond what they are doing. And it means you have to spend some money. Odogu Bitters came out recently, but it has taken over the market. Why? Because there was a lot of the market had others, action bitters, tombo bitters, name them, all the bitters you can think of. They are selling them everywhere in the whole of Lagos here, and the road everywhere. They are selling bitters. But Odogu Bitters came in. First of all, their product is unique. I've tested it and it's unique. Is different from what the others are giving you in terms of taste to even start with. And then their digital marketing effort was superb. They used a lot of influencer marketing. And influencer marketing is not cheap. It doesn't come cheap. It's a lot of influencer marketing. So where influencer marketing really works is because these people already have a very large number of following. They have people that are listening to them. They have people that they have an authority over. That's why somebody will go to the market and you will see this product has this thing that is doing what you are doing. But you see the person's face that is on the product, you don't know the person. Then you see another product and you see Don Jazzy. You just believe that if Don Jazzy is promoting this product, it's going to work. It's good. And then you get it. That's where influencer marketing comes in. So Odogu Bitters understood that although he has the money a lot and he knows most of them. So he understood that, okay, if I have to take this market, let me use influencer marketing. Just pack all the, he just did like Glow. Pack all the influencers and was just marketing his products. And they were going well. And even with the influencers, if the product was not so good, if he didn't have his own unique taste, he didn't have his own unique formula, it still wouldn't have broken the market. So even as much as you are putting in that effort to make your business boom, you need to make your product stand out. And his product is not so cheap, it's not as cheap as the rest, but the tastes and the formula that they use to make theirs is unique. And when you have that product as unique as that, and you use the right marketing tool or the right marketing effort to push it, you will definitely get what you want. It is as simple as that. If assuming as it came out, it was having the same taste with action bitters or tombo bitters or jada bitters, I don't think people will really turn to it. They will still stick to what they already know. They're the same thing. Just buy that one and come. But because it's different, it has its own unique. If they drink, they drink something different. Plus the marketing efforts that they put in. I think another one just came out, the General. I was going through social media the other day, and I saw another bitters, the General, and he's still using influencer marketing. But I was seeing I don't know if it's his employee or like call him, but we all know Cubana Chief Priest. We know Cubana Chief Priest. Cubana Priest, I would say they call him. He was the face behind the General. He was everywhere with the General, with all the influencers that were pushing it. I saw Sabinus. I saw many influencers pushing the General. I think I saw Shaggy as well at the General, the launching when they did their party and so. So I was beginning to wonder: is it that he has now left the Cubana Holdings to go and make his, or is this just another? Because sometimes it can still be another marketing effort that is still the same company. They just want to put another one that will compete with this one, and they want to pull the whole market to themselves. Sometimes it happens like that, but I'm not sure. But the General is also out alongside the Odogu Bitters that came out sometime last year. And for now, Odogu Bitters still stands, but let's see how the General goes. So back to what I was saying, you need to understand where you are in the market and understand your position. So you know the kind of efforts you're putting, know the amount of efforts you're going to put, know how well you're going to tailor down your marketing efforts. Now you have to ask yourself, why do I have to market online? Why do I have to market online? Or why do I want to do this thing online? Because it can be frustrating, honestly speaking. Forget how we are saying it. It looks sweet. You just do it. It's sweet, but it can be frustrating. It can be difficult to get. The thing is, some businesses focus on what we call vanity metrics. Vanity metrics are likes, comments, sometimes maybe even follows. The main thing for a business is there to make money. It's not to gain not really to gain popularity, to make money. So if your number of followers are not so big, but you're making sales from what you're putting out, then your marketing efforts are working really well. Really well. But it can be difficult. Like I said, it is difficult. Forget how the thing sweet for man to talk. Sometimes you can be putting in so much effort and you get frustrated. And you ask yourself, is it that I'm not doing the right thing? Or is it that you just begin to ask yourself so many questions? And if your why is not strong enough, you just fall out. Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. People make mistakes, small brands most especially. That's most of the mistakes they make. You just come out and your brand is new, people don't know you, and you're just so focused on selling. It will be difficult. You get frustrated, you get worn out and tired, and you just want to rest. And you feel like this thing is not for me, let me just leave it. That's why you just see somebody open the business and next is out of the market because you are not really giving them value. You just want to sell. They are scared. They are skeptical. They don't know you yet. They have not opened up to your products. But if you're giving them more value than you want to sell first, tell them how to use this product. Tell them what the product does. Tell them how to do it by themselves. Do it yourself content. You can do this by yourself. Even sometimes you even leave your product out of it. But use something that you will not call another product, but it's still like, this is how to use this particular type of thing. In the process, you're still marketing yourself and you're still putting out your efforts to make it work. But when you concentrate on, I want to sell, you will get one out. And that's why you need to know your why. Why are you doing this? So that you don't fall along the way. You don't, because your efforts are not working, you just get tired and then you drop. No, you have to be consistent. You have to understand that, okay, sometimes these things will not work this way. Then you go back to the drawing board and try to tweak your strategies. There's always room for tweaking your strategies. That's why they have, if you go to big brands or big companies, there are always strategy meetings. They come to the meeting, they do reports, they analyze, this is working, this is not working. Okay, since this is not working, let's switch it this way. Testing, constant testing of stuff. They test different things. You test this against this. You find out which one works. When you know that this is the one that works, you move with that one consistently so that your brand can grow. And that is why you need to really know, why am I doing this? Then who are your target market? Of course, we've talked about this already. You need to understand who they are. I talked about stages of marketing. I'm just trying to stages of marketing online. The see, think, do, and care. How many of us remember? Do you remember? I think some of us have forgotten. So this is the see, think, do, and care. It's more like the best way for a marketing funnel to be drawn. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, think, do, care. See, awareness. This is me. See me. This is who I am. This is my business. This is who I am. I'm seeing this person. This is the first time you're coming out. Oh, you see, they should see your business. Awareness. They know that, this is the brand. This brand. This is this brand. This is what they do. And if you look at it, if you look at the funnel, from the top, it is bigger. But as it comes, it slows down. It goes down. That's to show you how it works. That's to show you how it works. All right. Sorry. Because at this C stage, you have to capture All right, guys, sorry.